That's crazy. All of these churches and God still got to look for somebody to worship. That's crazy to me. I was talking a lot. I want to get you guys' opinion. I know Kyle was supposed to give her response, or if you have anything to say about what I just said, that's cool too. Go ahead.
I gotta head back to work. So you guys have a blessed rest of this meeting.
Thank you, Tolu.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining in, Tolu.
So adding on to what you were saying, okay, you said a lot, so hold on. So the first thing you were saying was you were just talking about how God is looking for people to worship him. I feel like a lot of the times people worship the church and not him. When people get like offended in the people in church, like they stop going to church, they stop believing in God because of how much they relied on Sunday and church to worship God instead of having their own relationship with him. Another thing, backtracking all the way back, you're also talking about what we can do to like help the people, the little amount of people, and like help them and like church them back to not being unchurched. And I would say that we have to kind of like you were saying before, like teach them how to, because a lot of the people, even though we shouldn't be relying on the church, but a lot of the people when they go to church, there's a lot of pastors that, they're not always the best, the most reliable. And so when people who are unchurched, they come to church looking for answers. And I feel like we have to be those people, because if we're not, then it's not good for them.
Wow, that's good, Kai. That's good. Wow. A lot of people are not even worshiping God; they're worshiping the church. Wow, that's deep. They're worshiping the culture of church. They're worshiping. Wow, they're not even worshiping God. Wow, which would make total sense why our churches are in the conditions that they're in. I have a lot to say about that, but I was talking for a long time, and I want to hear from Michael and Roxanne. What do you guys have to say about all this? Roxanne, you have anything?
Oh, sorry. I would say that I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
You must have some thoughts about, your experience in church. How has the church influenced you, if at all?
It doesn't really influence me.
It doesn't influence you, okay?
Not all the time. It's and like, that's it. I don't have nothing to say.
No, I want to hear more about that. And you said something really, really deep. Like, so you said that it really doesn't influence you. I want to hear more about that. Why you think it doesn't? And then you said sometimes it does. And I want to hear what the difference is. When are those times when it does influence you? What is the difference?
Sometimes I'll go to church and I'll be like a little angry, and then I'll just stay angry until it's time to go home. And that's like every day, until like sometimes maybe like once, twice a month, I'll be happy. On one Sunday or two Sunday. I'll listen, actually like take in what the pastor is saying. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I also think people are very nosy, like really nosy. Like you could be like sitting there minding the business, and then somebody will just turn around 6 times just to see who's back there. When you just turn around 6 times, you already know who's back there. Like, it's just, why are you gonna turn around that much times?
Okay. Well, and I don't know, why anybody else would turn around that many times. I turn around a lot because I'm just very, I don't know if I'm hyper vigilant, but I am vigilant in the sense like I try to be, you know, aware of my surroundings, and so
Mm-hmm.
I try to always keep an eye out, like as to who's coming in, and what I'm saying, just to make sure everything is safe and fine. You know what I mean? And then especially I'm also communicating with the sound team, the AV team, and and the worship team members. So
Yeah.
trying to work on trying to decide based off of what the sermon is being based on the sermon, what song we should sing and whatnot and all that kind of stuff. So those are some of the reasons I kind of will be looking back, and I don't know anybody else's. Maybe they are being nosy, or maybe they're being vigilant as well. I don't know.
And with the worshipers on stage, I'm not very good at that, so I don't think people should expect anybody up there, especially when they're not seeing adults up there, to expect like a perfect singing thingy. I don't know what that called. Yeah, so
Well, I'll say in your on your behalf, for anyone who doesn't know, Roxanne is one of our young people. As you heard her earlier, she said she's 15. She's a part of our worship team. I'm very big on pulling people in and having them to use the gifts that God has given to them, right? I'm not big on having people sit down in the seats and sit there for years and years and years and doing nothing. I believe in discipleship, and I believe in not necessarily putting people to work, so to speak, but making sure that people are being active in the worship experience. I think it's good for the church, and I think it's good for the individual as well. Even if you're not great at it right away, like we were saying earlier, it is a new experience for you. And so with the right leadership and the right counsel, we will understand that, and that you are new to this, and we will be patient with you as long as you are willing to learn, right? Because there are people who have been really amazing singers and really know the church culture and really know the worship culture and the worship expectations and all that kind of stuff, but they have really bad attitudes. And and in my opinion, I was like, I don't care how well you can sing. Like if you're gonna have a bad attitude like that, or you're gonna treat people bad, you're gonna, what I'm saying? Like I would rather you sit down and not sing with us. You can sing a solo, but if you want to work with us as a team, that's fine. But if you want to be the superstar, then you gotta go find that somewhere else. But we're a team, and we're building something together, and that's kind of my viewpoint on that whole thing. So I'm glad to have you a part of the team, and I believe you are willing to learn and to grow, and that's what matters to me. And so, and not for nothing, you can sing. You just need some coaching, and so that's what we're working on now. So I kind of want to jump back though to something else that you said in regards to put it in the microwave for me. In regards to sometimes you come and how did you put it again? I'm sorry. You said sometimes you come angry, and sometimes you're okay. But is that a reflection of you having to come to church? Is that a reflection of your experience with church, or is that something else going on? And you don't have to go into details or anything like that. But is that a reflection of your experience in church? You could just kind of like, I gotta go to church again. It's like it ain't doing nothing for me. Or is it like, oh, I got real life issues, and I'm coming to church, and church ain't really, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
So what is it for you?
um, it's that I just don't understand a lot of things that's being taught in the church. I try to understand it, but I just forget about it later, and then I'll come to church again, and I'll hear something different. It's like different topics every week. Yeah, sometimes it's just random, like, that the tsunami guy. I was confused.
I hear you. I think for many of us that was a very confusing time. So I'm not even mad at you about that. I think that was a very, very confusing time for many of us. I'm not even going to dig deep into that. But I will say, I want to ask you, okay, so for you, what would help you? What would help you, or what would you think would help the young people with them having a better church experience or experience with the presence of God? Because you mentioned, like it's confusing for you. So what do you think might be a solution for you?
I think we should at least just for 10 minutes, after we go on stage and sing, the younger people would just go in a different room and get taught differently, just for 10 minutes, just an explanation, then we go back in the service,
Okay. That's an interesting suggestion. Okay. So what you're asking for is something in addition to the regular service to kind of bring some clarity as to what's going on.
Yeah.
So that sounds like what we usually call youth church or something like that. And so I think that's something we have been kind of talking about. I think one of the challenges that we've had was participation. When we're reaching
who's gonna teach it?
No, in terms of we have people who are interested in teaching it.
Okay.
We have people who are interested in teaching it, and sorry, give me 1 second.
I want some Wingstop.
Huh?
I want some Wingstop. I've been,
You want
since
what?
Wingstop. I've been thinking about it.
I didn't know what you're saying.
Well, I said I want some Wingstop.
Winged stop. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
That was very random. But and it's snowing outside. I don't know who's gonna get you some Wingstop.
Right. So
Yeah,
sad.
I know. You better learn how to make some wings yourself, girl.
No, I'm good.
Good? You don't want to learn how to make no wings?
No, I want to buy it.
Oh boy. So we have people who are already interested and really willing to take on that role in terms of teaching it. It's a matter of finding the best time to make sure that it happens. I personally believe that the most effective time might be during the service, during our regular services. If you're not really grasping what's going on in the service or in the sermon, then it might be the wisest thing to take you guys to a different room and have a lesson, maybe based off of what the sermon is that day, and but it's more of a more practical, more tangible for young people to understand. So that might be something that we're working on, approaching right now, so yeah, I think it would need more than 10 minutes. What do you think?
All right, yeah. 20 minutes.
Okay. All right. 30 minutes, that's about the same length as the sermon. So,
No.
You think the sermon is longer?
Very longer.
What? Really?
Yes.
I think they keep it. I think we all keep it. I say we because I preach sometimes. I think we all keep it at about 30 to 40.
Yeah, y'all keep it short, but the type of short I'm talking about is like, shorter than what y'all preach.
All right, so we're gonna explore that some more, and we're gonna build a program that is most effective for you guys, and so that is going to require you guys' input. But one of the things I was talking about, what I was mentioning, was that you guys don't respond very well to messages and phone calls.
Oh, really?
You guys don't. You don't. None of you. Like, you're a little better. No, I'll give you that credit, Roxanne. You're a little better than most, right? You are a little better than most. You do respond for the most part, right? But most of you guys, but even with this, with this, when we were scheduling to have this Zoom meeting, you didn't respond. Kaya,
yeah.
Because you didn't respond. And like that's my experience with most of you. I don't know. I thought it was a New England thing. I thought it was a Connecticut thing. Because, coming from New York, you got to respond. You got, because New York time is different. Everybody got time to waste time. Out here, like, I thought it was a New England thing, but I think it's a Gen Z thing, man. I think you guys don't like to respond to messages. I'm texting my heart out. I'm texting my heart out. Like, hey, y'all want to do this? You want to, and then nobody responds. Y'all leave me on read. That's messed up.
And I also think that we should do
red. I'm sorry, red. Is that what it is?
Red. Yeah, no, it's delivered.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
we can open it.
Wow.
Open it.
Wow. That's worse. Didn't even read it. Wow.
Yep.
Oh, Chris sent me a message. Ignore.
Yep. I clicked that. I put it on do not disturb sometimes.
Wow.
It depends on the day.
Okay. No, I mean, listen. Hey, I hear you. But you are better with with responding. It's a lot of the other guys that aren't even in here right now because they don't respond. But
yeah, Kyle.
Kyle's right there.
She don't respond.
She doesn't. She doesn't respond.
Does not.
I'll be yelling at her, because she lives in my house for some reason. I don't know why. And Michael, I don't know why they live here.
Right?
Always here every day. They decided to take up one of my rooms and everything, like 2 of my rooms. Jeez.
Just came to live out of nowhere. Random people
living in the house. It's like walk in my house and these people are just living there. Like, what's going on? What you doing here?
I don't appreciate this disrespect.
But
Uncle.
so I think we're working on developing a youth program specifically for Lighthouse. We want it to be impactful and we want it to be relevant to you guys. So we're gonna need your feedback. in terms of how to approach that. Does it have to be on a Sunday?
No,
Can we do it
Saturday's fine.
during the week? On a Saturday, sometime, or is Sunday better? Is Sunday just best because everybody's already there, and we just, when the sermon time comes, everybody goes to, we all take the young people to a different room and do our lesson there,
And Uncle.
Yeah.
When is Easter? Like Easter Sunday, right? Is it in 2 weeks?
When is Easter Sunday, guys? It's earlier this year.
So if it's earlier, like, did we plan something?
You got to talk to Auntie Jessie about that. I know she was intending to do something, but again, the same problem. People don't respond, so it makes it difficult when people aren't responding to plan and prepare things. Communication is key.
I feel like nobody really cares. They just come to church just to come to church because it's on Sunday. They know if they don't go, it's going to feel like they don't, actually want to worship God. So they go, so it feels like they're actually doing something.
That is really good. And because, I totally agree with you that is something that we are definitely struggling with, where it seems as though that's what it is. It's like, it's just something that people just do. It's not there is not really a big concern for them. So it's like, they don't want to participate. They don't want to do anything. They just want to show up and leave, so that's what we're trying to correct now. Is we're trying to figure out solutions to that now. How do we get people engaged? And I think we finally at least got one part of it in regards to the young people. We need to develop a youth program quick that is relevant to you guys. Something that we have been talking about for a long time. And I think it's just time for us to really implement it. Just get it done. Just do it. We just wanted to make sure it was going to be impactful. But I think we just need to do it. And then I think as we're doing it, it will find its way to being what it needs to be. And then, there are a lot of youth programs already in existence that we could glean from. But yeah, so I think that is something that we're gonna implement soon.
And I think I have an idea, a very great idea that everybody would love.
Okay.
We should all save up and buy like a pig and keep it in that room upstairs. Mm-hmm. Like, cause we have the space, we have the walkway. Yeah. Buy a pig, like a tiny one. Yeah. Name it Piggy. Just like a pink one, tiny pink one. Yeah. Buy some outfits for it. I I went on Shein and I found some, and some shoes for it. For winter stuff. I found some bags, like these little cute purses for it. Like they're tiny.
Right.
Yeah.
It's true. No, you're right. And
you agree?
That would be something
that will help with the growth of the youth
consideration. Right.
Yeah, it's a good luck charm.
Yeah.
Plus, it calls people. Like, if you like, every time you pet it, it calls people.
Yeah. I will present that to Pastor and First Lady, and
thank you.
I'm sure we will take it to the church board. It might be something that we may even take up to the organization board, to make sure that this is this is really important. Piggy got to be a part of the worship experience, so that the presence of the Lord can be there. I mean, pigs were in the Bible. I mean, they were in the Bible. They were in the Bible.
He said, "Bring 2 of every animal." We're only asking for 1, so
and then there was
Piggy, a part of the church.
Right.
Piggy, part of the prayer.
Right. Piggy praise. Piggy praise. Let everything that has breath praise the Lord.
Yes. Do the piggy praise.
Somebody. Everything.
Yes, Lord.
He's coming on a Honda, leaving on a Toyota. Hallelujah. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Yes, Michael. Sing it. Hallelujah. Worship him. Hey, Basha. Um, so, um, Michael, you've been awfully quiet.
So I just feel, due to my own experiences, children of the church may not feel like they want to come to church. They feel like they're not learning anything, so they just try their hardest not to come to church. Considering the fact that that was me.
Okay.
Being
honest, that's fine.
And that's one of the reasons I feel like we need a youth church.
Okay. All right.
Why is Kyle dying?
Huh?
Like Kyle, I'm seeing her mouth open, everything. Like, what's going on?
Nah, Michael, that's real, and that's your experience, and I appreciate your honesty. Because oftentimes what I see with you guys, and I'm not bashing you or anything like that, but the reality is that I see it, and sometimes I find myself doing it too, right? And I have to catch myself. I find myself on my phone, my head is down, and I'm just scrolling, right? Because I'm disengaged, right? Sometimes, like, it's not all the time, but sometimes I'm disengaged, and I'm just kind of like I feel like it's not like nothing, like whatever's happening in that moment, I have no connection to what's going on, right? So I'm disconnected. So I start scrolling on my phone. That's not good, right? That's not good. It's not good for any of us. So, if we're looking at creating an environment for you guys where you can grow and you feel like you are being fed, right? Being fed the word, being fed something that you can use and apply to your lives, yeah. So we're gonna be working on that. We're gonna be working on that. We're looking forward to some future endeavors, having a youth choir. That should be fun. Youth Sunday takeover. You know what I mean? Y'all just walk up in church, be like, nah, pastor, sit down. We preaching today. Nah, man, sit down. You know what I mean? That's on business. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
How about no?
Nah, Chris, give me that mic. I'm leading praise and worship today. I don't care about your song list. Standing on business. Yeah. What?
That is actually disappointing to the Gen Z and Gen Alpha community.
Very.
Even some millennials is still disrespectful. Just like, why?
All my millennials stand up. They know what I mean. They support me. They know what I mean. They know where I'm coming from. They know.
Are you sure about that?
Sure about it. Right? Oh man. So if you a millennial, you know what I mean, you know where I'm coming from. I'm gonna post my Cash App. Y'all send me $5. And if you don't agree with me, if you don't like what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? If you're not with me, then you
send us $5. Send me. Actually, nah. My account got blocked.
Your
Somebody
account got blocked?
Well, no,
You might as well just give us the $5 right now.
They stole my card.
You were shopping on Temu again, weren't you?
No, I was at school. I left it on the ground.
So you need to cancel that card and have them send you a new card. You know that, right? You gotta lock it and you gotta cancel it. Just reach out to them Tell them you need a new card.
Yeah, and what's so crazy is that my name is on the card, and everybody know who I am. So I'm like, what? Every 5 seconds, I'll see, $9 for DoorDash, $20 for DoorDash.
It's still happening?
Yes, there's no money on it, bro.
Roxanne, you need to cancel the card. You have an option on the app to lock the card, first of all.
Yeah, I locked
Second
it.
of all, and then why you still have money in there if you didn't lock it yet?
It's all gone. They somewhat took
Oh,
it.
gone. Roxanne, you need to lock the card.
You should have locked the card.
And then you need to reach out to Cash App and tell them your card was stolen, and they will send you a new card with a different whole number and everything. You should do that like right now.
I'm gonna do it later.
Huh?
I'm gonna do it later.
You
I
gonna
wanna
do
watch
it
the
later?
cruise.
It's already been later. They took all your money already. Later has come and gone.
They took it before my birthday, so I had more
Do
money.
it right now. What?
I don't want to do it now. It's too much work.
Okay. Well then, let me get your Cash App information since you don't want to do it right now. So I need $9 in my account. So,
Oh, I have 25 cents. You can have it.
25 cents? Good. I'll take it. Money's money.
Right? You know what would be so awesome right now?
Mm-hmm.
Wingstop.
Wingstop. Well, you can't get it for 25 cents. I'll tell you that.
I know.
You're going to need a little more than that.
Parmesan. I need some Wingstop.
Yeah. Ask all those people who took your money to buy you some Wingstop.
I wish I knew who it was.
How about your Wingstop ass?
Shut up. Wow, Kyle, you see, you just ruined the whole joke.
No,
How
seriously.
do I make wings out of snow?
Huh?
Make wings out of snow.
Wings out of snow?
Mm-hmm.
You should be the
Snow
first person
wings.
to admit that. Go ahead.
Snow angel, man.
You go ahead and try it. Let me know how it goes.
Okay, I will.
Preheat
But
it
later.
up to 0 degrees.
It's not that cold.
Okay. I mean, you're probably right. When it snows, it's usually not that cold.
Yeah, it's normally warm when it snows.
That's true.
Yeah.
When you live-
Ice flavored ice wings. Get yours today.
Yep, I'd be rich.
Yeah, you certainly will.
You can also dip them in
You
barbecue
have
sauce.
almost unlimited supply right now. So.
Right? For it milk.
And they probably
How
never
much
expire
Would you
either.
guys buy one wing for
Until the
$6?
summertime.
We should do a picnic. Like a wing picnic.
You gonna have your snow wings there?
Yep.
Just keep them away from the grill. Roxanne said she was bringing the wings. They're all melted. Ain't got no wings. Somebody go to Crispy Crunchy to get some wings. Oh my goodness.
You Kyle have the worst laugh.
Huh?
Y'all sound like a laughing hyena. It's so bad.
Michael's sending me private messages in Zoom asking me if we can close out close out the meeting now. Like he was here the whole time. Like, he got some
He was
nerve.
gone for like 5 minutes.
That?
It's true.
No, it isn't.
Right.
So yeah, I guess we can close now. So I would like for you guys to, come up with some ideas, some suggestions for our youth program. We're going to be working on that. We'll sit down with Pastor and First Lady. Again, it's something that we've already been working on trying to design for you guys. But I want it to be relevant to you guys. So let's send me some suggestions, and we can work those things out. Did you guys enjoy this? Was this good?
This was fun. Yeah, it was fun, but we didn't get wings, so I'm gonna take care of it.
You work on the wings and you give us a call. Save us some, okay?
Okay.
Well, the only seasoning you can't use is salt, because that would just melt it right away. So,
thank you for it.
So I don't know how you're gonna pull that off. Let me know. All right. It's gotta be chili wings, like cold wings. Get it? See what I did there? Just chili, CHILLY, chili wings. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. Let you guys enjoy the rest of your day, your snow day. Thank you for jumping in and jumping on. Would you guys mind if I shared this with other people?
No.
You wouldn't mind? Okay, good.
No, it's fine.
All right, cool beans. All right. Well, this is how I always close out my interviews with other people. I always tell them, stay real, stay right, stay relevant. Peace.